All right, 31st of January, 2024. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh myself. Wow. Let's do it again. Oh, there you go, guys. Hello, y'all. This is Jeff. With Obesity One More Chance. Do it for you. Change for you. I'm sure somebody's going to ask, hey, how are you doing this? How are you accomplishing this? Well, first I'm going to give you we're going to go back a little bit. I started the 5th of February, and today's the 17th, 2024, February. As you guys can go through my videos on my channel, you'll see that I've juiced before. So I've made everything a juice before. I did that diet, and that was a very good diet. Diet, weight loss, fasting, because I want to call it fasting because that's all I was doing is drinking juices and stuff like that. But most people won't call that, fasting. But it worked. It worked really good. I was juicing vegetables, juicing all kinds of fruit, and it worked. In 30 days, I lost over 30 pounds, but I just said 30 pounds just to keep it even. 30 pounds in 30 days, and it was pretty good. It was a good diet, but you'll see me stress in my videos that trials and tribulations, all kinds of things derailed me, and this time, that's why I call it Obesity One More Chance. It's redemption, basically. But we're here to talk more about what I'm doing on the 6th day and 7th day. Sometimes I'll have a soup on the 6th day or the 7th day, or I only have one soup a week. And I'm going to show you what I use to make that soup. First of all, about 32 ounces of water right here. Sometimes I'll add a little bit more, maybe like a quarter of one of these more, but 32 ounces of water. And what I use a lot is these onion soup and dip mix. You can make dip out of it, but it's onion soup. And right now, I don't remember what other kinds they have. I think there's just these two, but I'll have the beef and onion, this one. And guys, they're only 99 cents. Price might differ in different states, cities, whatever, but here they're only 99 cents. So for fasting, that's what I call this, fasting, because I'm not really eating no solids. I've said it in other little intros and videos. There's no meat being ate here, no chicken, no beef, no pork, no fish, no rice, no beans, no potatoes, no pasta, nothing like that. Not even a salad, basically. For the first 30 days. After the 30 days, we're going to change it up, and I'll let you guys know what we do then. But for the first 30 days, to kind of get my body going, get my body cleaned out of all the toxins that we don't think that we eat. We eat a bunch of stuff that it's crazy. I do a celery drink too. This is a carrot drink. I'll have that tonight. Did I have one this morning? I think I had half of one this morning. Because your stomach's going to shrink. After like 4 days, 5 days, you're going to feel that when you're drinking these, it's not that you don't like them, because you're getting full. Probably the 7th day, I should say. At least for me, that's when it happened. But, and these aren't always nice, because sometimes you got to make them of other stuff, It's not always carrot. So you just make them of other vegetables, and I don't make a lot of them out of fruit. So let me correct that. I do make a few here and there, but not many. Because I also want to watch how much sugar I eat, and a lot of this stuff already has sugar, so, or a lot of vegetables do. And I do eat grapefruit. I do eat grapefruit. I'll eat an orange here and there. I do eat apples, but not so much, because lucky for me, fasting, I don't like a lot of fruit. I don't know why, but I don't like a lot of fruit. So, but anyways, this is the packet that I use for 32 ounces of water right here. 2 bottles of water. Don't use faucet water, because then you have to boil your vegetables and everything twice to get that taste out of there. Because believe me, when you fast, man, believe me, after your 6th day, 7th day, everything's gonna taste foreign to you. Because that's happened before. When I've done like the juicing diet and stuff, you know, anything sour cream's gonna taste really foreign. Everything's gonna taste foreign. Not only that, if you boil all this stuff that I'm about to tell you guys, if you boil it in regular water from the faucet, you might get that bleach taste in it, or you'll get that stale water taste. Not only that, like this is not the bowl that I use. I use a smaller bowl, but let's say you eat your soup, right? And you have leftovers. So when you put it in the refrigerator, it's gonna sit there. Even if you cover it, it's gonna sit there. And if you don't eat it the same day, which you should, I encourage everybody, even if it's tough because your stomach has shrunk, eat your soup. You need it. You need it. It doesn't have anything that's going to harm you. Just eat it. And if you can't eat it in the one sitting, eat it later on. Don't let it sit in the refrigerator. Anything sitting, for fasting or any type of diet, I kind of don't like it when it sits too much. 2 days tops, that's it. But with this, because a lot of it is water, I wouldn't let it sit 2 days, you know. But yes, my thing is, get you some bottled water. If you're gonna do this, that way you don't have to, like, all this will be washed here in a minute. I'll pause the video, I'll get all this washed up, and then I'm gonna cut it all up and get it together, throw it in the pot, boil it for a while, and then once I see that it's boiled and it's ready to be, you know, done, I'll add one of these, you know, And I'm not going to tell you that I never have leftovers. I do, but I try to eat it the next day for sure. If I don't eat it that same day, I try to eat it the next day. I don't know, I did tell you guys beef onion, and there you go, these two. I know this is a little extreme, but you'll see in my video, I say it. I'm in a situation where I have to change things. And I know a lot of people are going to come on here and say, oh, it's not a good diet. This is not a diet. I'm fasting for 30 days. This is not a diet. But while I fast in 30 days, I guarantee you, if you do this, I guarantee that you will lose 15 pounds, 20 pounds, maybe even more than 30 pounds. I said it, 15, 20, 30. There's I couldn't see no possible way that somebody couldn't lose weight if they did what I'm doing. I just can't see it. But I'm going to say this too, to keep this in mind. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I was going to do it. I didn't do it. And guess what? From 338 back to 470. It's all happened in years, you know, but you can't keep telling yourself that, because man, it's hard, you know, when you're coming from where I'm coming. There's people bigger than me, you know, that, man, I feel bad, you know, because they're bigger than me. But man, if you guys see what I've went through, and you watch the videos and you follow the videos, everything that I've went through, you know, everything that I've damaged with my body, you'll understand why this had to be done. And fasting for 30 days, I know it seems extreme, but if you look at it, you try it, it's not going to be for everybody, but I know that this is going to work for a lot of people if they do it. It's not going to be for everybody. And it might just be you do this for 14 days, 21 days. But guess what? You did it for 21 days. And you might have lost 21 to 28 pounds in those 21 days. It gives you that chance to get back out, to get motivated, to get moving, to get to walking and all that. You know, your seatbelt in your vehicle don't fit. There's a lot of complications. Your whole life changed, your social life, everything changes. So anyways, grab your little pot and you throw your vegetables. Here's the vegetables that I use. First one, I cut these in half because sometimes they're very long. I'm gonna grab one, my hands are clean. I cut those in half. And I just grab me a handful, you know. I got big hands though, so I'll grab me a handful. You know, you grab you a handful, you know. But these are the green beans. They're awesome for the chewing part of it, okay? And then I'll get some celery, probably, I don't know, 3 long sticks of these, basically. I'll grab 3 of them, chop them all down, little pieces, add that to it. It might seem like a lot, but it's not. On the onion part, because you're gonna add an onion, the onion part, it's up to you. If you want to use a full onion, you can. In here, in this little container right here, is half an onion right here. So just think, you know, it's a little container. I can't tell you the size of it, but you kind of guess at it. You know, you can put 3/4 of an onion, whether it be a red onion or a yellow one. You decide which one. I prefer these. They taste better. They make your food taste better to me, you know, when you're going through this. Another thing that I add to it is these sweet peppers. I'll probably take 3 of these, you know, take the seeds out, get rid of the seeds, take 2 or 3 of these, chop them up real good, throw them in there as well. Cilantro, but your cilantro, don't throw it in there right away. Throw it in probably at like the last 2-3 minutes. Yeah, I want to say 4 minutes. Throw them in there about 4 minutes, right? Chop up some tomato, cut it down, put you a whole tomato in there. If you want to use a tomato and a half, you're not harming you. Any of this stuff, whatever you want to put in it in there. It's not going to harm you at all. It's not going to do anything to you. It hasn't done anything to me. So you got tomatoes, and then you got kale. Now on the kale, I'll tell you this, kale has a certain flavor. So even when I drink these in juice, I don't like it, but because it has its own taste. But kale, don't grab a handful like my big hand. Grab you a small handful, chop it all down, put it in there. Put it in there. Don't worry, don't do it like the cilantro. Put it in there. Put it in there from the very beginning. So that way it gets nice and soft. Now, I tell a lot of people, I don't know if you guys like parsley, but add some parsley. This parsley in the little jar, you get these at Walmart, has a good taste. It adds a different taste to your soup, because when it's all said and done, you can't use you can't put a lot of flavor into this soup either, because, you know, salts and all that. So get you some parsley. You could probably do like a 1/4 teaspoon, you know. Get you some parsley, do a 1/4 teaspoon if you want, maybe less if you want. Yeah, you could do 1/4 teaspoon. That's usually what I do. It's the little small one here in comparison. It's this one right here. So then on the garlic, to your liking, you put the garlic. Don't use the salt one. Don't use the salt garlic. Use the regular garlic, because you're going to get your salt from the seasoning anyways. It's in this over here. So, and it's also, this right here is the Goya, this right here. Not the Goya, actually. This is either brand. I call it the Knorrs, the Knorrs. So, anyways, this is for chicken. They got these in beef. Don't use these because it's too much. It's way too much for a soup like this of this size. But this is the same thing. Get the powdered one. Only a quarter teaspoon. And I'll tell you what, I'll be real honest. I feel good. I feel really good. I feel clean. I feel like I've been cleaning out. Like I said, I do drink a celery drink every 3 days. You guys know, if you've ever tried those, it's just celery. You know, you juice it, put it through the juicer, put it in there, add a little bit of lime to it, take it down, you know, and that's pretty harsh. That's going to clean you out. If nothing else does, that's going to clean you out, you know. There is some people that even add more stuff to it to have that effect even faster, because I've done it a couple times where it didn't even make me go to the bathroom and clean out or anything. So it doesn't always work, but that's why I wait like 3-4 days and I'll drink another one, bam, and it'll clean you out. And do remember, when you're fasting like this, in the manner that I'm doing it, there's not gonna be a whole lot coming out. You know what I'm saying? Because you hardly have any solids. This will probably turn into a solid, but it ain't gonna be much. And yeah, this is pretty much it. And this is what I'm doing here in a minute. I'm gonna cut it all up. I'll put a couple pictures once it's all chopped up and ready to go in the pot. I'll put it in the pot, and you just boil it. Probably, I would say around 20 minutes. You could get it done in probably 20 minutes. As far as this goes, you use the whole packet. Before I forget, I almost forgot. Use the whole packet. Inside, there's a couple packets for 99 cents. Think about it. It's a couple packets in here. Use the whole packet. It's not gonna hurt you. You're fasting. I can tell you, my stomach is empty right now. I've had juices. I had a half of one of these this morning. I had some grapefruit juice. Some almonds. I'll say that I had a couple almonds. You know, maybe a little bowl. That, not a whole lot. I didn't go crazy on them, but you can do almonds. Whatever helps you do it. Just remember this, that you're not eating any food. So if you're doing something like eating pecans or almonds or walnuts is very good too. Walnuts, it's not going to harm you. Remember, you're only doing this for 7, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days. In my case, I'm doing it for 30 days. I call it the cheat code because 30 days, a lot of people, they can't do 7, you know. I remember I did this, man, a long time ago, years ago, and 7 days of not eating regular food, your breads, your potatoes, your French fries, it was a little shocking. It was a little shocking, but it's good. Like, I can feel already that I've lost weight on my legs, you know, and it could be a lot of water too. You retain a lot of water when you're heavy, you know, but am I losing inches? For sure that's happening, because like my boxers are kind of falling off, and so it's real. It works. And I call it the cheat code. Why? I'm going to explain that, because it's a quick way of dropping 20, 30 pounds, 15 pounds. I mean, some people they think that, you know, that they need to lose 10 pounds, and they go through thick and thin to lose those 10 pounds. But if you fast, you'll lose them fast. That's fast. You should have, you know, that's why it's fasting, you know, but you'll lose it. It'll give you that extra push to get whatever you need to get done.